Hey everyone. Hey everyone. Welcome back. I'm always like, hey everyone. Hey everyone. And I can't sing. Welcome back. Happy Saturday, guys. 4 shots of espresso. And I hope you guys are having a beautiful weekend so far. It is Pride here in Charleston. And last night we did Jason's event at Lamar's, which was so much fun. Ended up staying out to like 3:30. It was great. It was a really good time. I learned or reminded myself that I don't have rhythm and I can't dance. So, anyways, we're back to talk about some Real Housewives of Beverly Hills because in Beverly Hills or Housewives fashion, we have some clapbacks. Of course, there's interviews, and these interviews are designed for a little quick, like quips. And then after that, just shit hits the fan, and then we have a clapback. And here we are again. So smash that like button. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to hit that notification bell, and let's jump right in.
Cause no one can do it like we do it, like we do it, like we do it. Cause no one can do it like we do it, like we do it, like we do it.
All right, guys. So we are going to get into the Kyle Richards of it all. The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Thank you to Reality Blurb. Kyle Richards reacted to Lisa Vanderpump's recent interview about knowing a former castmate's partner was cheating. Kyle is convinced that Lisa was talking about Kyle's situation with estranged husband Mauricio Umansky, and she hinted that she's happy to talk about Lisa's side of the street. She also called out Lisa's absolute lie. Now, in the shady interview, Lisa claimed a certain co-star and her husband, who called each other Love Bean, were pretending to be happier than they really were before the split. In the current season of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, Mauricio used the term love bean multiple times before they revealed their separation. And during the season finale, Kyle seemingly insinuated that he cheated. Now on an Amazon Live, a fan asked Kyle to respond to Lisa's interview about the cheating, and she did. I'm going to play that clip for you. Oh, this shit. Here we go. Sorry, guys. Well, Lisa.
About the LVP interview with Alex Cooper. I'm so glad you asked me that, Jill. Let's start off with that question because it's so funny how Lisa loves to do these kind of jabs and then does the I'm not saying, this is always what she's done. It's very classic LVP. And I'm actually happy to talk about her backyard too. I'd love to talk about that. So if she wants to talk like that, then I would be happy to get into it with her about her side of the street. But I don't think she wants that. And we're here to talk about fun stuff. So if she'd like to, I'm happy to talk about some things about her too. Anywho, but
few moments later.
Oh yes, Mandy, Randa Richards. Tell me your thoughts on, that LV comments. Very, very inconsiderate and not nice at all.
A few minutes later.
V. Miller says, what did LVP say? Oh, she said something like she always likes to do, like, these people who are like happy on the show and, calling each other Love Bean and this and that, oh, please, nobody's that happy. And, then you find out they're getting separated, like trying to imply that when I was, showing myself being happy that I actually wasn't, which is an absolute lie. And she knows that. And she just does that to be really mean. And then she goes on to say, I'm not saying who I'm talking about. I would never do such a thing. This is always what she does. And this is why all of the women, and I say all, feel the way they feel and felt. And so, of course, that's not the popular thing to say because if you don't know her, it's all so fabulous. But it's just so classic her. I mean, people sent that to me. Were like, it's just so like she never changes or grows or learns. So you know what? She can, like I said, worry about her backyard. And I'm happy to talk about it if I bump into her. Okay.
Okay. Well, like she said, she's happy to talk about it if they bump into each other. Now, let me just get back to this really quick because this to me is a warning. Like, you want to go there, girl, then we're going to go there. But I don't think that you do. were Lisa, and you did have something on your side of the street. Anyways, back to it. We're going to talk about Lindsay Hubbard for just a second. It just doesn't end. Now, thank you to page 6. Lindsay Hubbard feels she dodged a massive bullet with her ex-fiance, Carl Radke, when he broke off their engagement last August, 2.5 months before their wedding. I really truly feel thankful that the universe or God or whatever higher being you believe in stepped in and saved me from a really long, hard, rough life ahead. And because of that, I learned a lot from a very traumatic experience. And I feel like I learned a lot about what I'm not going to do in my future, especially in my romantic life. Now, Carl dumped his best friend, turned lover, and their shared New York City apartment as cameras did roll for the season 8 finale. The scene in question obviously aired on Bravo Thursday night, but Lindsay watched it ahead of time. I kept reminding myself I would watch each episode that, like, when I do, it's like it's the past. But what I did differently this season was I stuck the episode so I wasn't watching every week like the viewers do. I would wait a couple of weeks and then watch a few at a time and then take a month off and then watch a few more. And that way I wasn't creating consistent, like anxiety for myself, which makes sense. Now, not only did Lindsay maintain that she was blindsided by the split, but she also admitted that she didn't see any red flags in the reinstated lover boy rep, that is Carl Radke, with whom she had been constantly arguing until he called it quits. I was so in it, and I'm such a fighter. I will never walk away until I can look at myself in the mirror and know that I have done everything humanly possible to make something work. As we put everything on the table, I saw the red flags that I had been ignoring out of love and maybe out of the desire for a fairy tale. Now, the former couple who got engaged in August of 2022 had their fair share of communication issues. Throughout the season, viewers watched as a then unemployed Carl would pitch career ideas to Lindsay, who responded by asking logistical follow-up questions. Carl kept insisting that what he needed was support, not interrogation. And in one of the final screen fights, he paused to ask Lindsay for a hug. Tighter, he kept instructing her, and it looked like her skin was crawling. Now, looking back, Lindsay thinks that she might have accidentally made Carl look and feel dumb because he might not have known the answers to her questions. But as for the drawn out argument over Lindsay questioning Carl's sobriety, she justified her doubts, but admitted that her delivery was shit. It's hard to understand what it's like to be with an addict unless you've experienced it for yourself. You pay attention to every, like certain behavior that they might exhibit. And at the end of the day, Carl was the love of my life. This was the guy that I'm about to marry and spend the rest of my life with. And he was my partner. He was my future husband. So when I'm questioning certain behaviors of his, it came from the right place. Well, there you go. I'm wondering now too, by the way, if after you guys watch the finale, if it made you more team Carl or more team Lindsay, because a lot of people were bashing Lindsay for a minute, saying that she was crazy and they saw this coming. But then after that footage aired of when he broke it off, and then watching his awful, awful clips in the after show, he flipped. Like, I think in the eyes of the viewers, he looked not great. But I want to hear what you guys think. So pop off in the comments section. If you guys are not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. And yeah, I love you guys. Happy Saturday, and we'll see you in a little bit. Bye, guys.